arrest. The teenager being taken away is Kraka, the alleged leader of one of the most brazen hacker groups of the 2010s. Their name Crackers with Attitude, CWE, and they had just broken into the private emails of America's top spy. At the center of this chaos is a group of teenage hackers, Kraka, the Fault, and a few others. No elite criminal syndicate, just kids motivated by anger, curiosity, and a deep disdain for US foreign policy. It started in late 2015. Kraka, just 15 years old, spent most of his time online. A quiet life in the West Midlands of England hides what he is doing behind the screen. After digging through government directories and tricking staff with sample phishing techniques, he lands in the IOL email account of John Brennan, the sitting director of the CIA. Inside Brennan's email, his private serial number. Kraka passes it to the Fault, another teenage hacker in the US. Together, they begin spam calling Brennan every single day. Voicemails, harassment, and accusations. Brennan has no idea who's doing it or how far they'll go. Soon after Kraka begins posting screenshots from Brennan's inbox on Twitter, but it doesn't stop there. Inspired by whistleblowers like Edward Snowden, he contacts WikiLeaks and WikiLeaks answers. In October 2015, WikiLeaks publishes classified content directly from Brennan's inbox, including his 47-page SF-86 form, a document required for but that wasn't all. WikiLeaks also releases internal Bush-era memos about Middle East policy and documents from the Senate Intelligence Committee on how to make torture legally compliant. It's an unprecedented humiliation. It cost the CIA $1.5 million in damages and relocation efforts. Brennan and others go into hiding.
Hello,
John Brennan,
who is this?
you're a fucking loser.
How did you get this number?
It was so easy, bro. You're such a dumbass.
If John Brennan hadn't been John Brennan, this might look like an ordinary prank call. But John Brennan happens to be one of the most powerful men on Earth, the head of the CIA.
How much do you want?
I don't want anything. I already fucking own you.
How much do you want?
We want $5 trillion.
Kraka and his crew aren't finished. Gain access to James Clapper's account, Director of National Intelligence, and FBI Deputy Director Mark Giuliano. In Giuliano's database, they find personal information for 9,000 DOJ officials and 20,000 FBI agents. Then they dump it all online. They even break into the Department of Justice joint automated booking system, pulling up files on hackers like Jeremy Hammond and leaking those 2. CWE becomes a symbol of chaos, but chaos always catches up. Late one night, Default, drunk and bragging, confesses to a friend during a game session that he helped back Brennan. Friend later snitches.
You don't get it. That was me. I'm the one who went after Brennan. I slipped right past him, straight into his email. Dude had no idea. Everyone thinks it was some pro, but nah. It was me, sitting right here in my room. Easy. Nobody's ever gonna catch me. I did the work. I pulled it off.
The FBI raids Default's house. His computer is decrypted just in time for agents to flash copy a hard drive containing nearly 1,000 Bitcoin. Raka is arrested too in the UK as a minor. He receives a relatively light sentence of 2 years in juvenile detention. Default, not so lucky, is sentenced to 5 years in US federal prison and $145,000 in restitution. Most of that time he spends in solitary confinement. Years later, both reflect on their actions. Kraka is now focused on building a legal career in cybersecurity. Default deeply regrets what he did. He said in a court that I thought I wasn't doing something right. Now I know I wasn't. In December 2023, the US government renewed Section 702, an infamous surveillance act that allows warranties spying on US citizens. Despite court ruling showing the FBI misused it 278,000 times. Whether you're a principal whistleblower or a teenager trying to shake the system, one truth remains: if you poke the bear always bites back.